Hey everyone, it's Sydney. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you're new here, you know I like to do lifestyle videos, but today I am changing it up a little bit. I'm gonna get into more of motivational and speaking and stuff to make you a better person, self-growth and motivation, things like that, because that's important in this generation. So I've just been really passionate about it, and I want to incorporate it into this channel. So a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about are faith-based, but before you click away, give me 5 to 7 minutes. I know you're like, faith-based, we don't do that here. I'm going to type in Drake, God's plan. We are going to stick here for a second because this is good for you. This is going to be stuff that's going to help you in your life, in your daily, just everyday mojo. So let's just jump into the video. I promise you I'm going to tell you a story about when I cussed at a 12-year-old. It was nasty. It was just bad stuff, okay? So stick around for that story. And you know what? Let's just get into what I'm talking about today. So I'm going to be talking about something that I feel keeps people from growing, from being their best selves. And I think that the number one reason why people don't grow is because of pride. So this video is about defeating your pride in your life and what that looks like and how to get past it, okay? So when I was growing up, I always thought pride was like a really cool thing. Like it was like confident and you got your stuff together and you know who you are and you self-love yourself. But actually, a few years ago, I found out that it doesn't mean that, and I have an exact definition. So some of you might be smarter than me, already know what it means, but if you don't and get a little confused, because I compared it with confidence, things like that. This is what it actually means, okay? A feeling of deep pleasure, of satisfaction derived from one's own achievements and the achievement of those with whom one is closely associated, or form qualities of possessions that are widely admired. So this means you love yourself a little too much. So this is how you know if you have an issue with pride. So it comes in small forms, big forms, and everyone kind of has it, okay, in a little way, because you know it's just a thing that happens. So this is how I feel my definition of if you have pride. You are so buried deep into your own achievements, into your own self. It's a type of insecurity that you cover it up. And that could be with lying things, exaggerating things, not being able to say things like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, it's my fault, forgive me. Things like that. Those are powerful words, and for some reason they're so dang hard to say. So I feel like to break pride, we have to think of our own lives and situations that we're in and why, you know, when we're in the wrong, to know that and approach the person and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I did mess up, because that is way more honorable of a person than someone who feels like, you know, they got it all together, they didn't mess up, you're wrong, I'm right, always making excuses why you're right, blah, 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 blah. No, because you know what? That's how you don't grow. That's how you don't make connections. That's how you can't build yourself and be a better business owner, a better coworker, a better daughter, a better wife, a better fiance, a better friend. These are the things that hold you down. So if you feel like, you know, I don't have a lot of friends, a lot of people don't like me, maybe this could be something that, you know, you might have and you don't realize. And it's okay, because I've dealt with these things too. And I mean, you don't know there's a problem until you really sit back and think about it. And that's why we all here today, guys. So I'm gonna give you 2 examples now of pride, okay? So in my own life. So this is a smaller one. So when I'm saying this, think of your own situation. So right now, picture your own situation of what I'm going to give my example, but listen to me too, okay? So little example of pride is saying, oh, I hosted a Bible study, okay? 30 people showed up. It was so great. Everyone just felt so amazing and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, only 8 people showed up, okay? So that's an exaggeration. And why did that exaggeration happen? Because I'm so deeply rooted in it being accepted, okay? It would be like, oh my gosh, I don't want them to know only 8 people showed up, and I need to build myself up because I'm prideful. I feel like I need to show people that I'm bigger and I'm better, and this was all me. I brought people in and they came because they wanted to hear me and yada, yada, yada. That's how you fail, okay? So pride, things like that. Let's dabble into the part of saying, you know, it was all me, okay? So a different situation. Say you're in a sport, you're really, really good at it, and you think okay, you could kick the ball, and I don't know soccer, but say you kick the ball and you make it in the net, and so you did it, okay? You're the winner. You're the champion. I did it. If I wasn't on the team, this would never happen. Me. And that's another thing, because you know what? There's a whole team behind you. They all did this. They had to pass it to that guy and kick it to him. And if that didn't happen, then that little pass there probably would never have happened, okay? So that's another example too of pride. Killing the part of loving yourself so much, okay? Because it's dirty, it's gross. You know, these are a few other things along with pride. If you feel bitter, if you're jealous, if you're stingy, things like that, pride falls right into those things, okay? And that's a number one killer of being the best version of yourself. Now, this is a story of how I cussed at a 12-year-old or in front of 12-year-olds, okay? So I did competitive cheerleading from 5 to 18. It was like my entire life, so it's very intense. It's not the rah-rah kind. It's just, I mean, Google it after this, okay? But so I was getting really tired. It was a hard workout. I was getting annoyed. I had to lift this girl up and bring her back down, and this girl was pure muscle, not any fat on her whatsoever. I mean, a block of muscle. Same weight as me, but I mean, I got some fat. She was like muscle, like pure. It was insane. So picking her up, throwing her down, back up, catching her, back up, catching her. It was hard stuff, okay? And this is no excuse. But so we were doing like a mini like little performance in front of my team showing a different team within the gym. So we were just kind of switching on and off. And I was being so dramatic, okay? So I caught this girl and she like, all her weight was just on me. Caught her and I screamed the F word, okay? Screamed it loud. Oh my gosh, guys, it was so bad. I was in the front row. All these kids here heard me. All the kids that were on my team. There was 18-year-olds, 15-year-olds, but there's also some 12-year-olds, the parents, the coaches. And at the time, I was very, like, I felt like I was very close with the coaches, you know, not a favorite, but, like, very, very, like, loved by them, okay? Loved by everyone on my team. And so the whole routine ended. We're all kind of quiet, and the coaches were like, yeah, that was really good, but the oldest person on the team here was using profanity, so we're going to have to do it again. So watch this, guys. Okay, this is the important part. We got a drink after that. And then here's the decision. This is where pride can really get away of your life, okay? So I could have gone to the fountains and talked to my friends like, oh my God, that coach, like, he's just so stupid, like, he's so dramatic, like, it's just, I can't even stand him, he's just blah, 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 like, I mean, bad-mouthing him. Now when I'm speaking that stuff, I'm thinking it, now I don't even like the coach when I loved him an hour ago, and all this stuff, I'm just thinking all this stuff, like how I don't even like him, don't even want to be on this team sucks, ugh, like, they're not even good people, things like that. I could have been thinking that, and then starting to really sit on it, and, you know, I look at my coach next time when we get back out on the floor, I'm just like, I don't even like him, you know, I just ruined that barrier. That could have happened, but instead, I caught myself, and at the end of practice, we get in our little group circle, and I was like, it's hard, guys, it's hard to kill the pride. We got in our little group circle, and I said, hey, can I say something? And the coaches are like, oh God, what's she gonna say this time? She just spilt the F-bomb all over the place, but they let me talk, and I was like, hey guys, back there, I did not mean to, you know, yell like that. That's not me. I'm sorry. It was my fault. I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want you guys to see me like that. It's not a good role model. That's not how you guys should, you know, be. Don't think that that's like, oh, Sydney's older. She's like this. It's not cool. I didn't mean to do it, and I'm sorry. And basically saying that, there was a lot more respect for me. I could tell in my teammates and definitely my coaches, because when we left, my coach put his arm around me and he's like, I'm really proud of you. I knew you were going to say something like that. And these two situations that could have happened, if I chose the other direction, me and that coach may have never been close again. I may have been put in the back. I may have never been, like, pushed myself to be a better cheerleader, and I may have never been able to get signed to a college for cheer. I mean, that's a thing that could happen, and that little situation could have affected a big thing, like going to school for college, or, I mean, whatever it could be. So that's just my little spew of how it can be hard, but at the end, just let it go. Let it down, let the pride fall, because you're going to grow as a person, and then you have a testimony and you tell people these things. So let me just read a few verses here and then I'll hop off of here. Okay, so I like this one. Psalms 10:4. In his pride the wicked man does not seek him. In all of his thoughts, there is no room for God. Oh my gosh, if you have pride so big that you just love yourself so much that you don't have room for God, that's a problem, because a life without God is so scary. I can't even imagine going through life without him and just having that peace and that love in my life, and that's just terrifying. So that's a verse there. I like this one. Proverbs 11:12 said, pride leads to disgrace, but humility comes wisdom. So that means if I lay down my pride, I'm going to gain wisdom. And that's true in that situation. In my cheer team, I did gain wisdom. I did feel like a stronger person. It's true. I mean, the Bible, this is truth stuff, guys, and how to grow. And I'll leave you with this one. Proverbs 16:8. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So that means pride comes before the fall. So you have pride, you're gonna fail, because I'm not trying to speak that over you. I'm just saying it's biblical. When you have pride, things fall apart. If say an example, like a pastor, okay? So say like the pastor gets really big and he has lots of people in his church and he gets lots of followers on Instagram, lots of people coming in through the doors, and he's like, oh, I'm doing such a good job. I'm the greatest pastor ever, blah, 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 blah. And then he forgets to study the word. Okay, that's a big step. Stop studying the word. And he thinks he's like the best of the best. The church will probably fail. He'll probably mess up. And, things like that. I don't mean to say like a church situation. I'm sorry if someone else has had that problem before, but that was just something that I was thinking of. There's a million others, so think about in your life. Go ahead if you want. You can comment below examples of pride and things like that. Because, we're going to make mistakes. We're Christians, and, whatever happens, like, that's the point of life. We're going to make problems, and we're going to make mistakes. We're never going to be perfect, but it's seeing what's wrong and how to make it better the next time. So this is just a little thing that I think you can take with your everyday life, and I am very glad that you guys stayed and watched. If you did stay and watch, give me a thumbs up in the comments below, just so I know who you are. I'm gonna comment back and be like, yes girl, yes boy, you stayed and you watched, thank you. So if you like this video, let me know, and I am gonna do some more. So either way, I'm gonna do some more videos like this. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.